What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different because it involves religion. And of course, religion is something that is controversial. And obviously, in the African American community, most of us, if we're not, if we're involved in church, many of us are Church of God in Christ. Shout out to Kojic, Pentecostal. I'm National Baptist. So, and then you have the non-denominationals. Very few African Americans are Catholics. We do have some. But, I noticed one of the things is that we have a lot of brothers and sisters who participate in the Watchtower Society, which are the Jehovah's Witnesses. And, a lot of the people like Ja Rule, Michael Jackson, Prince, and even Serena Williams grew up under the Watchtower Society's faith. Now, my aunt is a Jehovah's Witness, is actively practicing. I'm not going to get with my disagreements on the Watchtower Society. I won't deal with that. But but for those of you who are Jehovah's Witnesses or have friends who are, maybe your ex-Jehovah's Witnesses are what they would consider those who are apostates, the religion is very strict. Some people, if you don't follow the rules, which the rules tend to change because, as we know, the light gets brighter, as they say, right? And we all know some of the scandals that they have. But typically, if a person doesn't follow the rules, they are what is called disfellowshipped, which means you can't talk to them, you can't be around them, and things like that, right? And another thing about Jehovah's Witnesses is that they don't really want, listen to this, to be involved with those people who are not in the religion. This is, it's very different than Catholics or Church of God in Christ or Baptists. A lot of us as black men, our moms went to church and our parents didn't, right? So, or basically our dad didn't. But Jehovah's Witnesses, that can happen, but marrying outside of the religion is really looked down upon, okay? Really looked down upon. Now, because the children hopefully will become Jehovah's Witnesses also. Now, let me kind of get back to Serena Williams. Recently, she got baptized, right? So I want to play that particular clip, and then I'm going to come back.
Serena Williams was baptized. Solely for educational purposes, knowing to anyone involved. Do you know what sport she plays? So this is Serena Williams. She's a 41-year-old retired tennis player. And in the past 24 hours, she was baptized as a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't know this, but Serena Williams was raised a Jehovah's Witness. And being baptized is a monumental moment. Now, many believe that Jehovah's Witness is a cult, and thus they are very concerned for Serena Williams, and it kind of demonstrates that rich or poor, everyone can kind of convince to being joined into a cult. People who are more affluent get special treatment, like Tom Cruise in Scientology. Prince was actually in Jehovah's Witness, and so was Michael Jackson. And honestly, she probably won't be forced to recruit anyone or do the day-to-day things that other people in Jehovah's Witness are forced to do. What are your thoughts on this? I'm not surprised if she was raised Jehovah's Witness and now she's baptized because her family did it, so a lot of generations pass things on, but it's slightly concerning.
So we have that there, right? Now, she's a Jehovah's Witness, married to Alexis Ohanian. Now I want to make the case. Now she's married to a guy who's interracially married. Now this is not really a problem in Jehovah's Witnesses. They don't really have a whole lot of problems on race mixing. It's quite common, which is what a lot of blacks that converted to the society liked. There was a lot of intermixing between blacks and whites. Now here's the thing that I want to talk about. Why are so many black women marrying white men? Because this is going to be race and religion. Here's a TikTok clip that discusses that, and I'm going to come back.
You could have asked nicely, but I'll do it anyway. So firstly, it's important to acknowledge that there are more black women than there are black men. Obviously, this varies depending on where you live, but as this graph states, most places have a significant shortage in Black men. This is due to early death and mass incarceration. For every 100 Black women, there are only 83 Black men, and this disparity can get a lot worse depending on where you live. Now, keeping that in mind, digest the fact that Black men are twice as likely as Black women to marry outside of their race. Now, Black women, on the other hand, are the least likely to get married out of everybody. Even less likely if you're darker skinned. Is someone in my comments going to tell me that's a coincidence? Probably. So since there's less Black men to begin with, and a lot of them are going to marry white women anyways, this Northern University professor advises Black women to date out of their race if they want a shot at getting married.
All right. So I'm dealing with this, guys. Just stick with me. I'm gonna bring it all together. I'm really gonna bring this all together. Now, what are we saying? A lot of Black women who make the case that they want to marry out of their race. What we're finding for those women who represent Serena Williams, who are financially successful, dealing with a man who makes less money. What happens? I'll tell you what happens. Alexis Ohanian isn't even a religious person. But since she got baptized, because she was a believer, never baptized, we have found out that Alexis Ohanian, get this, also has taken up the religion of Serena Williams. Studying, not baptized. That's the rumor. So let's look at this. When Black women are dating white men, my question is, are these Black women looking to be submissive to these white men? Or is it that they want these white men to do what they want to do with them, as if they were Black men? And slowly but surely, what I am finding out in many cases is that when Black women look at white men, they're not looking for necessarily white men to lead them. That used to be the case with Forrest. No. You're seeing a level of Black women getting with white men to say they have a white man. And then what I'm seeing is these white guys are going to get the same treatment as the Black men that they would have dated in Black America. No, sisters are not going over to the white man looking for him to basically put them in check or be a submissive or be a strong husband. I'm not seeing that. What you're seeing is, okay, listen, I couldn't get a Black man because of these statistics. Black women are less. Black men are marrying out. So when they go in to get a white man, I'm still gonna run the household, and you're gonna be, doing what I need you to do if I make more money. So it's becoming an American thing, and that is the thing that what you're seeing nowadays. Sisters that have the same attitude towards Black men, it's look, whoever man I'm dealing with, this is what I want to do. Just because you're white, that don't mean that I want to be submissive to you. I have the same mentality towards them, depending on who I'm dating. Don't matter. And we used to think like, okay, if she gets with the white man, she could be submissive to him, not the Black man. No, I don't think that's the case, man. Their attitude is whoever I'm dating, some of the sisters that make a lot of money, this guy's going to be a part of my life. I'm playing the husband role. And then the guy that's going to accept it can accept it and then follow suit. A lot of American women are not looking for men. They're not looking to be led by a man. That don't mean they don't want to get married. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. I'm out.